So yes, this is the Jubilee year for Pride in London. What is so significant about this year?
Well, the fact that Jubilee means 50, and I just found that out, is significant for me. It's the 50th anniversary of Stonewall, which was the beginning of the movement, the civil rights movement, the LGBTQ civil rights movement. And I really feel like it's a time to reflect. It's a time to feel empowered. And it's a space to remember that we have the power to create change. It's not just a party. It is a party. It is a celebration of love. It's a celebration of who we are, but it's also a protest. Make no mistake, we're here. We've been here. We ain't going nowhere. So y'all need to get over it. Whoever has a problem with it needs to get over it. This hate is global. I don't know what's happening. And I'm trying to be as positive and pleasant about it as I can be. But, you know, like my grandma used to say, sometimes you just got to cuss.
Obviously, you are a trendsetter. And I just want to find out, where does that come from in regards to your style, your look? You know, when you said you collaborate with the fashion designer who is more fluid and very open. Where does that all come from?
Well, I've always, you know, I grew up in the Black church. So that's a fashion show.
Yeah.
It's all fashion. It's high fashion. My grandmother and my great aunt could sew. So they would buy the patterns. You know, I don't know if they even have patterns anymore, but like Vogue would put out patterns. Designers would put out patterns of their designs, and you could make it at home. And so we didn't have a lot of money, but we had a lot of style. And I've also been a person that likes to think out of the box and play. You know, I never liked anything traditional. You know, classic, high fashion, things that you can have for a long time, yes. But I've always wanted to, you know, I've always loved it. You know, I don't know what else to say. And now that I have this platform, it's turned into this thing that's its own thing. It kind of came out of nowhere, and it's its own thing. And it's a lane that I guess I've created, and I'm just going to keep walking in it.
Well, you're looking great.
Thank you.
The Met Gala, for instance, gold, just spewing. I loved it. Shine this way.
Listen, go big or go home.
Yeah, completely.
That's what I say.
No, that's great. And obviously, you grace our screens in Pose, which I'm loving. Do you think that this was the perfect time, or do you feel that it was such a lacking of showing like the LGBTQ community that we'd never seen before in this type of way? Do you think it was a delayed response, or should we have seen people be represented in this light before now?
I don't particularly like to focus on coulda, woulda, shoulda. Mm-hmm. I like to be present in the moment that we're in. Yeah, it should have happened earlier, but I'm not going to worry about that because it's happening now. And it's thrilling. You know, it really is thrilling to be a part of something that's so culturally transformative. And it really couldn't have happened before now. You know, I've lived in this business for a really long time. I've been in this business for 30 years. You know, they wasn't ready for this. I was always doing this. I'm exactly the same person I was when I got here 30 years ago. You know, got into the business 30 years ago. The world caught up.
Your character, pray tell.
Yes.
Great. What do you love about playing that particular character?
I love that Pray Tell is a fully realized human being. You know, one of the things that I have had to fight for in my career is this idea of fabulous. You know, very often fabulous is code for clown, which is code for less than. I spent a lot of time pigeonholed as a clown. Don't get me wrong. Who doesn't love to be fabulous? I love to be fabulous, but I'm also a human being. I also want to tell the story that comes behind the fabulous. The at what cost. I always talk about at what cost. At what cost am I standing here before you, performing for you? You know, I often equate it to, you know, back in the day when, you know, Sammy Davis Jr. could play Vegas but couldn't stay in the hotel. Couldn't use the bathroom. You know, it's that kind of like, it's a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
And what Pray Tell is all of it. You know, yes, he's fabulous at the balls. But then you see him try to move through his life and what that feels like. And his wants and his desires and his disappointments. And it's really, really everything that I've ever wanted.
That's great.
Everything that I've ever wanted.
That's a lot to say.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's everything I've ever dreamed. It's everything I've ever wanted. It is the role, along with Kinky Boots, along with Lola and Kinky Boots.
Yeah, great.
You know, those. It's like, once again, fabulous, but also a human being.